This lesson, we're going to be talking about payout. So you've saved up your money for your retirement, or you saved up the money for your college tuition, and now you're receiving payments of a scheduled amount at scheduled times. So you want to know, how much can each payment be? How much can you afford each time? So we are going to be starting off, and we have an amount saved. That is your present value. The amount you saved is your present value. Unless they tell you otherwise, your future value is going to be 0. And so when you have both the present value and a future value, I told you to put your present value as negative. Next thing, we need to figure out how we're getting paid. We're wanting monthly payments, so that means our PYR, or C, is 12. We want it for the next 40 years, and so we are going to do 40 times 12 to get our payment. So let's say you retired at 65. 40 years would put you at 104. So that's giving extra time for your life expectancy, because most people do not live past 100. You want to build in that time frame because you don't want to run out of money before you run out of life. And so you want to plan for longer than you think you should live. That also leaves you some time, some money left over for inheritance to give away to the people that you want to leave after you, or to set up a legacy, like you want to leave scholarship money, or if you want to make a difference to the rainforest, or whatever it might be that you're thinking is your big cause that you could leave your money towards. That's one thing you can go towards. And then you want to receive, so we're doing the monthly payments. Your money, when you're pulling money out, when you're withdrawing money, you're going to have your investments in a safer investment. And so your interest rates are going to be a lot lower. I went ahead and predicted at 2.5%. We're trying to find our payment over this time. And so let's go ahead and program this in our calculator. Oh, before I do that calculation, 40 times 12 is how much? Should have got 480. And your interest rate was 2.5. Your present value was $2,500,000. And again, we put that as negative because we have both a payment, a present value, and a future value. And this is one of the times where this really wouldn't have mattered. But just in case, I always go ahead, and it's a good habit to be in. Usually it's just if one of the numbers is if both of the numbers are non-zero. We don't know our payment. Our future value wants $0 left over after 40 years. And we are going to get 12 payments per year, so 12 orange PMT. And how much would each payment be? That would mean that we can get $8,244.46 each year in retirement. Oops, wrong spot. And that would be your payouts. So that gives you a big lump sum, but if you think about inflation, if we go back to when my mom started working, when she started teaching, she was making $2,000 a year as a starting teacher. Now starting teachers make about $30,000. So that kind of shows you the inflation rate. That was about 50-year time frame between those two. So it may seem like a big chunk now, but when we look at it with inflation built in, it will not be as big of a payment as we think it will be. That's as I said, having about $2.5 million in retirement is a good lump sum to have because it gives you enough wiggle room where you don't have to take all that amount. You may not take out as much as you're younger, but when you start having more medical bills, it'll help cover your medical expenses. So things to consider as you're looking for how much to have saved up for your retirement. So again, this lesson, we're basically focused in on what your payment will be as you're making distributions. And so the numbers are going to be opposite. You're starting with a large present value and going to a small future value.